Good morning everyone. So today we will be discussing about pressure filters. So in the previous slide we have been discussed about what are the types of filters, and also I have discussed about there are two types of filters. First is rapid sand filters and the slow sand filters and pressure filters. Okay. So I have already discussed about the slow sand filters and the rapid sand filters. So in the slow sand filters we have discussed about the purpose and the essential parts of the slow sand filters, what is the efficiency of the slow sand filters, all I have discussed. And in the rapid sand filters, the same I have also discussed about the purpose of the rapid sand filters and what are the essential parts of the rapid sand filters, working constructions, and what is the efficiency of the rapid sand filters. Okay. So today we will be discussing about the pressure filters. So in the pressure filter, it is enclosed in a space and the water passes under the pressure greater than the atmospheric pressure. You can see here the diagram of the pressure filter here. Okay, this is the vertical pressure filter. So if we go on to the construction part of the pressure filter, so you can see it is a closed cylinder. Okay, closed steel cylinder, and the diameter of this cylinder varies from 1.5 to 3.0 meter, and the length or the height that varies from 3.5 to 8 meter, and manholes are provided at the top for the inspection. Okay, you can see here this is the diagram of the vertical filter, and this is type of a closed cylinder, and the diameter varies from 1.5 to 3, and that is the length or the height, it varies from 3.5 to 8, and the manholes are present at the top to provide for the inspection. So next is working. So working of the pressure filter. The water mixed with the coagulant is directly admitted to the pressure filter. In working condition, all the valves are closed except those for the raw water and filtered water. Okay. So here you can see this is the vertical pressure filter and this is the horizontal pressure filter. Okay. And the water which has been mixed with the coagulant is directly admitted to the pressure filters. And in the working condition, all the valves are closed except those for the raw water and filtered water. Okay, this is about the working part of the pressure filter. Next, we will be going on to the cleaning part. So, how will clean the pressure filters? The compressed air may be used to agitate the sand grains. Valves for the wash water and the wash water drain are open during the washing. Okay, while cleaning purposes, we can say that the compressed air may be used to agitate or to remove the sand grains, and the valves for the wash water or wash water drain are opened. They have been opened during the washing or during the cleaning purposes. Okay, you can see here this is the inlet part where the water is entering, and this is the outlet where the water has been going out. Okay, so in this pressure filter, so what is the rate of filtration? So the rate of filtration of water in the pressure filter is 6000 to 15,000 liter per hour per meter square. And what is the efficiency of the pressure filter? It is less efficient than the rapid sand filter. Okay, so in these types of filter we have rate of filtration, efficiency, cleaning and working purposes and construction purposes of all these types of filters. Okay, so in the rate of filtration it is 6000 to 15,000 liter per hour per meter square, and in efficiency it is less efficient than the rapid sand filters. So next we will be going to deal with what are the comparison of the slow sand filters and the rapid sand filters. Okay, it is all about the differentiation, or you can say we will compare between the slow sand filter and the rapid sand filter. So if we first see the item, that is area, in the slow sand filter it requires a larger area, but in the rapid sand filter it requires a smaller area. Okay, and in the rate of filtration, in the slow sand filter, the rate of filtration is 100 to 800 liter per meter square per hour, and in the rapid sand filter, it is about 4000 to 5000 liter per meter square per hour. Okay, we have all been discussed in the slow sand filters and rapid sand filters, though we will be once again we will compare it. Okay. So third is loss of head. So in the slow sand filter, the loss of head is 15 centimeter to 75 centimeter, and in the rapid sand filter it is about 2 to 4 meter. And in the method of cleaning, while we will clean the filters, in the method of cleaning the slow sand filter, if the scraping of the top layer 15 to 25 millimeter will be removed, and in the rapid sand filter backwashing with the compressed air and the water. Okay. And in the next is, that is period of cleaning, how much month or how much hours will require for the cleaning of these filters. So in the slow sand filter it requires 1 to 3 months, and in the rapid sand filters it requires 24 to 48 hours for the cleaning purpose. And next is efficiency. So the efficiency of the slow sand filter is very efficient in bacterial removal but cannot remove the color and turbidity. But in rapid sand filter it is a less bacterial removal efficiency but can remove the color and turbidity. Okay. We can say that in the efficiency of the slow sand filter it is very efficient to remove the bacteria but cannot remove the color and turbidity. But in rapid sand filter it is less efficient to remove the bacteria efficiency but can remove the color and turbidity. Next is skill supervision. In the slow sand filter the skill supervision will be not required, but in rapid sand filter it is required, the skill supervision is required. And last one, that is depreciation cost. It is relatively low in slow sand filter, but in rapid sand filter it is relatively high. Okay, this is all about the comparison of the slow sand filters and the rapid sand filters. Okay, we have to remember the items and what the slow sand filters and what the rapid sand filters carry in these items. Okay. So next we will be discussing the next process, that is disinfection of water. Okay. So we have already learnt about screening, aeration, sedimentation with coagulation, filtration purposes. We have all read about this. So now we will be discussing about next water treatment process, that is disinfection of the water. So the chemical used for this killing the bacteria are known as disinfectants, and the process is known as disinfection. Okay, so we can say that the chemicals which are used for the killing of the bacteria are known as disinfectants, and the process we can say it as disinfection of the water. The purpose of disinfecting the drinking water is to destroy the organisms that cause diseases in human beings, and these bacteria must be killed to make the water safe for the drinking purposes. Most pathogenic bacteria are removed from the water in varying degrees during the different treatment process, that is coagulation, sedimentation and filtration. We have already done, or we have already read this process of coagulation, sedimentation, filtration, aeration. We have all read how to remove the bacteria or any type of impurities from the water. Okay. So disinfection is used to ensure the satisfactory removal of pathogens from the potable water. The presence of the turbidity, color, minerals, etc. may not be dangerous, but the presence of even single harmful organisms will be definitely dangerous, thereby making disinfection as the most important process. This disinfection not only removes the bacteria from the water at the plant but also ensures their immediate killing even after the distributions of the system. Okay, so this is all about disinfection of the water. Okay, this is the next water treatment process, and this disinfection of the water, this process, it is used for the chemical which is used to kill the bacteria, and mainly the purpose of this disinfection is to destroy the organisms that cause diseases in human beings and the bacteria which can be killed to make the water safe for drinking purposes. And next is the most pathogenic bacteria are removed from the water in varying the degrees or any different types of processes that we have already been read. And this infection not only removes the bacteria but also have the killing effect after in the distribution system, we can also say it as. Okay, this is all about disinfection of water. Next, in the next slide, we will be discussing about the necessity of the disinfection in the next slide. Thank you.